Hi, it's Wyndham. Practical video today. When I speak to any of my clients, one thing is consistent across them all, and it is that something in their life is not going as they would like it to, and they don't know what to do about it. It's this paralysing uncertainty. We look out and we kind of go, I don't know what to do. You know, if they're unhappy at work, they want to change jobs, but they look out and go, I don't know what to do. There are so many options. In their lives, their private lives, there are these problems that they don't know what to do about them. They can identify that something is wrong, and figuring out how to solve the problem is beyond them. It happens to all of us. It happened to me for more than 20 years. This stuck in this idea that something is very wrong and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. So today, if you have any area of your life where there is something that you are not happy with, something that you would like to change, but you don't know what to do, this is for you. Because this is undoubtedly the most common thing I hear. And the reason it doesn't work, this idea of I'm looking to see what else I can do, is because it's the right question asked at the wrong time. Trying to figure out what we actually do, the action we take, the decision, the choices we weigh, and then the decision we make, is the last part of the process. Because everything we do is really just a mechanism in service to a deeper meaning. So if we don't take time to understand that deeper meaning, what we are trying to create in our lives for ourselves and in turn for the people around us, if we don't take that time, then how can we be certain that what we do, the mechanism, is the right mechanism to create that deeper meaning? And all mechanisms are in service to something. If we cannot connect with that deeper meaning within ourselves in what we do, then what we do is not in service to us. But I guarantee it will be in service to someone or something. So the question isn't, what do I do? The question is, what am I trying to create? And this is where we end up in this situation where we have to slow down to speed the process up. Most of us are caught up in this drive for busyness that we feel if we take a moment to stop, to pause, in some way we are being lazy or we're not moving ourselves forward. We've been brought up with this idea that constant action is what moves us forward. And yes, to some degree, intentional action is the only thing that creates change. However, the intentional part of that is really important. So, you find yourself at a crossroads, you find metaphorical crossroads, or maybe an actual crossroads, who knows? You find yourself at this crossroads, there is this weight of something needs to change, I don't know what to do. Pause. Recognize it for what it is. It is a crossroads, it is an opportunity to change direction, to change course, to find a path that is more rewarding and fulfilling for you. Recognize that in the first instance. Then we take an actual pause. We step back from this fixation with trying to figure out what to do. You know, one of the most important things we can do is reconnect to who we are, because the doing is habitual. This idea that we always have to be busy, that's been given to us. That is not a natural state for us as human beings. So we take an actual pause, and now we look to reconnect with who we are. What am I trying to create for myself? And this is going to take a number of iterations to go through, because often what comes out first is a mechanism. I want financial stability. That's a mechanism, right? Why do we want financial stability? And that might seem like a really stupid question. But when we get deeper, money is a really strong influence in our lives. I'm not detracting from the fact that we live in a society where money is incredibly important. However, money in itself is only ever another mechanism. So what are we going to do? How are we going to put that money, that resource, how are we going to make it work for us? What is financial stability going to allow us to do? Because what we're trying to do is get really clear on what is truly important to us. Now, money may be able to afford us doing certain things. Then the question is, well, what is important about those things? What are those things creating for us? It is always deeper than a thing. In part, I look at it as if what we are landing on has been invented or created by human beings, we can go deeper. So let's say I want financial stability. Okay, so money, surface level, definitely created by human beings. Let's go deeper. Why do I want money? What am I trying to create with my money? Because if it is, well, I want a big big house, a flash car, really expensive holidays, those are just mechanisms. We are still at the mechanistic level. What do I gain from those things? And we go deeper and deeper and deeper. Eventually, we come down to a much, much, much more deeply connected, human-centric, personal definition of what is important to us. If at any point we're at a mechanism level, we can go deeper. So I leave you with that. If you are currently at a point where you are stuck with not knowing what to do, pause. Recognize it for what it is. There's a million things we could be doing. Is it any wonder it's almost impossible to figure out the right move? Because there are so many things we could do, we become paralyzed and go, well, what if I do that and it's the wrong thing? What if it is? Make a decision. Deal with the consequences, because you can deal with the consequences. Make a new decision. Alternatively, give yourself some time to figure out what it is you really are trying to create. It's always deeper than a mechanism. You can always go a layer deeper. Slow down to speed up. I leave you with that. I wish you a peaceful and joyful few days, and I will speak to you soon.